or how in the world is everyone doing today? It is so good to see you again, and thank you so much for stopping back by to see what I'm up to. And what I'm up to today is I'm going to be doing a decorate with me with my grandmother's hutch here, and this is, you can see the Madame Alexander doll inside the hutch there. And that's what we're going to build the decor around, the blush pink and gold of her dress. And we're going to bring it into spring and Easter. And yes, I'm doing Easter first instead of spring and then Easter, because I want to bring some spring in after Easter. There's a lot of spring left, you know, after Easter. So I love to do my Easter. I love to get my Easter done and enjoy it for a couple of weeks. We're coming up on Easter here on the 17th of April. So I'll only be able to, you know, enjoy it for a few more weeks here. So, you know, and as I said, I love to start early so I can methodically go through and share things, each and every vignette with you guys. So, you know, I know it's been slow going, especially the last couple of weeks here, because although last week we did 2 centerpieces, so I can't complain too much. This week we're only going to have a one decorate with me. And I am going to reveal the sideboard when I'm finished here at the end. Probably I will, or before we sit down at the table. I do have a couple of questions that I'm going to answer, and I have 2 things to haul for you, 2 little things to haul for you. So anyway, a little bit of a background story about this hutch. This hutch used to sit up on Luke Hill, up in Luke, Maryland, in my grandmother's house. Both of my grandmothers lived on, thank you, honey. He just brought me a piece of paper. Okay, thank you. I have a question that I'm not a mathematician, and I had to write down some information. So I had written them down with Chris's help yesterday. But anyway, we'll get to that in a little bit. Anyway, just a little backstory for you about my parents. And they both grew up on the same street. Some of you have heard this story before, up on Luke Hill. Both of my granddaddies worked for West Vaco and the paper mill. There was a paper mill up there. My dad's dad was a mechanic, and my mom's dad was a chemist. And so they lived on the same street. So, you know, how lucky was I to have both of my sets of grandparents on the same street? I could just run out the street. You know, that's what we used to call it, run out the street, you know, and see my one grandmother and spend time with her, and then my other grandmother. And so this was my mom's hut. See, she used to keep a beautiful set of Fostoria in this cabinet, and I have those dishes, and do bring one out every now and again to use it, but I have them stored away for right now. A couple of years ago, I cleaned out this hutch, my big hutch, and the secretary that we haven't gotten to yet. It sits in the living room. The secretary and this piece were both from my grandmother. So this piece holds a lot of memories, you guys. And I thought when I first decorated this, I thought I really wanted to incorporate my mom's Madame Alexander Glenda doll. That is a Glenda doll. One of you guys told me that, a Glenda doll from the Wizard of Oz, the Good Witch Glenda. That's her. And, or Madame Alexander's rendition of her. And I am not a big doll collector, which is, you know, fine. I love dolls, but I'm not a collector of dolls. But I love that doll. And so she's going to sit right there. But let me tell you about the top of this first, because Chris helped me do the top of it. And we really didn't do too much different. I'm just going to tilt you back here. Too much different to the top. Other than you can see the spray on the front there. And you can see that I used a couple of felt. Let me see if I can get up close to it for you here. A couple of felt flowers, like I used over in the cozy corner, and these are pink. And I made a little spray last year. Part of that, if you can believe it, was a bow topper for a lantern, but I took it apart last year and reconfigured it and made it a spray to put right on the front of this hutch. And other than that, you can see I just have that white light in the back, some pink candles. I have a pink bunny ears there on one side in front of the copper tray. I added the copper tray. I got the copper tray at, where did I get that, you guys? Home Goods, I believe, before Christmas. And then you can see on the other side, I have just a bunny figurine and then a little fairy that I put up there with the pink candles and the two vases of candles with pink florals in them. And that's all we did. We really just kind of added a few things to it up there. You can see the angel in the middle. My mother-in-law gave me her. She's a seraphim angel. Beautiful, beautiful angel. So that's what the top looks like. And the only light up there is that white light right in the middle in the back there. And it's beautiful in the evening hours in here with that shining brightly. So let me pull my camera back down. I'm going to go ahead and turn myself around. I've got everything staged here next to me on a couple of TV trays. And I'm sitting in my chair. I'm having a rough day today, if I'm honest, you guys. We had done some physical work over the weekend, and I'm struggling a little bit today with my knee. So I'm going to stay seated pretty much today. I'll be up and down probably a little bit, but I'm going to turn around, stay in my chair, pull you up closer to the hutch and see if we can do a little bit of a decorate with me, huh? All right, I'll be right back in just a second when I get myself situated so that you guys can see what I'm doing. All right? Okie dokie, here we are. I'm back. I'm sitting down here. Hello. And I am going to point you from one shelf to the next as we work our way through. I have left a few things in this hutch that I had in here before, which is just a pink vase up there with a hydrangea and some other pink florals. And this little picture, "You Are Loved," Isaiah 41:10. I love that. And then on the middle shelf, I just have a couple of plates that I had found at Hobby Lobby for 90% off in their 90% off sale, and they are edged in gold. And then I have a pink vase down on the bottom shelf to match the pink vase up there. And then I have a bunny and my mom's doll, and I have some other things just kind of sitting around. I'm going to leave this little bird. He's like a concrete bird. I'm going to leave him there. And I just have some ivy leaves. I am going to be adding some things and some florals in. So let's get started with the top shelf there. You can see the spray right above it. And let's see, what do I want to add up there? I think the first thing, I have everything, as I said, staged here to my left. I love this bunny. And I think I want to try to move the picture to the right just a little so that he is not covering up the "You Are Loved." A little bunny here holding a pink flower. I might have to stand up here for just a second and be in the picture just for a second. This is the only shelf that she will fit on because of that one ear. I have a bird for each shelf. I have a pink bird for each shelf. So I think I'll pull the bird out here and start her up there. And I do have this pink candy dish. Y'all remember this that I got at the Minuteman mini mall? I think I would like it sit with that bunny. I think that looks cute. I have this, but I don't know. I pulled it out, but I don't know whether I want to use it. For now, I'm going to put it to the side. I also have a beautiful, I want to put these back up in here. Lisa Sigardi gave me 3 of these beautiful, gorgeous lead crystal pieces. So I want to go ahead and set one of these up here too. I'm going to have one piece. She got me 3 pieces. I want to put one on each shelf. And let's see here. Then I also have 3 pieces from Jim Shore cardinals on each piece. And I just love these pieces, and they're in like a blush pink. Isn't that pretty? This is called Heartwood Creek. Togetherness is always in season. So I do want to put these 2 little dudes up here too. So I think that is enough for up there, except that I would like some florals, I think, up there. So I think that's going to be good for the top shelf. I like that. I may come back and revisit it, but for now, I like that, just like that. No, I have not tried this, by the way. I have not done a trial run or anything on this. I just gathered all this stuff and and thought, well, we're going to give it a good old try here. So now let's work on the middle shelf. And I have this beautiful little Jim Shore angel. And she is guarded by angels. Heartwood Creek again. All three of these pieces match. I want to put her right there. That makes my eyes happier. There we go. All right. Now, let's move down to the, okay, down to the second shelf now. Again, we have a little bird that I want to add in. And I want to add her kind of right over here. And I've got a little angel, like the leaded crystal. Actually, I think I'm going to do the little, it's like a little pumpkin, but I want her up front here, and then I'll put the angel on the bottom shelf. Okay, now I have this little bunny, an egg, to sit right there. And I think that's it, you guys. I don't think I want to do too much more to this. I do have some of these egg. This is all I have left, this poor pitiful garland, you guys. I just have a little bit left. So I thought I would just lay a little bit in the middle here. And then I do have just some pink like hydrangeas. A little bit of white, a little bit of darker pink, just to fill in a little bit for spring, like I said. And I think that'll be it. I think that's cute. Okay, now, I like that. I don't think we need to do anything else with that shelf. This is such a sweet, girly little design, isn't it? Okay, now, I had purchased this plate at the Minuteman Mini Mall. Okay, I think I'm going to set it right in here and move it kind of offset, but toward the back. And we have this little bunny. Uh-oh. I don't know whether it'll sit in here. There we go. And then I have this Live Simply, Remained Grateful. I think I want to put that kind of right back here. Actually, I don't like that. That means there's a sign above and a sign below here. So let's switch the plate over to this side. See how picky I am? Really picky, you guys. I am super duper duper picky. But I don't want the plate right under these plates. You see that? So I really am careful when I'm doing these designs, and I'm trying my best not to pile things on top of one another from shelf to shelf to shelf, trying to offset things. And yeah, I think I'm doing okay here. I hope. All right, here's Mr. Bunny. And we'll leave the Live Simply, Remain Grateful sign there. And the plate there. I like that. I might have to secure that holder a little better. But I like that. Then I have the little pink bird for down here. And I have one there and one here. So I want to go kind of right in the, offset a little bit, but in the middle. And I want him facing kind of, actually I would like her facing this direction and this one facing back this direction. So, see some glitter in there left from Christmas. All right, then I have my little sweet little angel from Lisa. She can go over there, I think, with the bunny. And then I have the angel that matches, the Jim Shore angel that matches the cardinals and the Jim Shore. Now look there, I just noticed something that's going to bug me. I need to move these. I need to switch these. There we go. Because the two Jim Shore pieces were on top of one another, and that would bug me. Okay, now, and this little angel, she can kind of go right in front of the plate. I like that. Kind of need something right there, don't I? Well, I have this little bunny. I don't like that. I have a lower profile bunny. That's pretty good there. I like that. And I put florals there, so let's put some florals down here. This is just a votive candle. I'm going to leave that as is. I'm liking this. And I put florals there, so let's put some florals down here. This is just a votive candle. I'm going to leave that as is. I'm liking this. Just like that. Piece. That would be pretty. And I'm not real worried if I can't see that entire sign. I do have eggs there, and one for back there, and how about one for right there? Okay, and I think, you guys, that is about it. I have used everything I had sitting out here except for this little bunny and this little plate, which I'm fine with. So, all right, that's going to do it for this, you guys. So I'm going to move over to the table and okie dokie, everybody, here I am back in front of the camera. Well, I'm really happy with how that turned out. I really, really, really am happy. It's soft, it's pretty, and it's Eastery, and it's springy, and I will pull, some of the eggs out after, when we get to spring and that kind of thing. But I love it. I love it for Easter. I think it's so pretty. So first, before I get started doing these couple of little things that I need to do, I wanted to take a moment to humbly thank you. Thank you to everyone who has given me so many wonderful comments about the Country Sampler spread. And I'm terribly sorry to those of you who were after the fourth person. I ended up having to go ahead and copy and paste the same kind of little message to you guys. I think I had made it pretty clear in the video that only 4 people would be receiving, the first 4 people to comment would be receiving a copy from me. For the rest of you who might not have seen my message back to you but said you wanted a copy, I'm going to have to ask you to go ahead and go to countrysampler.com and either order a copy up there or order a digital copy or wait till the 22nd until it's in a store near you. You can also go to a little link there to the right of the page on the Country Sampler main page, and it will show you where can I find Country Sampler in my area, and just click on that and it will let you know what stores it will be in your area. And I think they come into the stores on the 22nd. It is digitally available to download right now though, if you would like to do that. So, but I'm terribly sorry. I don't know how many of you guys said you wanted a copy, but a lot of you did. And y'all, that's just not feasible for me to send out to everybody. As much as I would love to, I just can't. So You four be looking for yours, though, in the next couple of weeks coming to you. Thank you for your addresses. I've gotten all your addresses. So I'm ready to go once they come and they get here and arrive. So, alrighty. I wanted to get that little bit of business out of the way. But in addition, I wanted to just thank you guys so very much for all of your sweet comment, for your support, for your encouraging words, for all of that. Thank you guys so very much for all of your comments and your good wishes and your wonderful words. I'm not going to cry, but they touched my heart, you guys. They touched my heart. I tried to keep up. I think I've hearted everything and commented back to those who said that you wanted a copy and I couldn't give you a copy. But thank you guys so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you a million times over. Before I get started with this little tiny bit of a haul here, I did want to announce for Bobby over there at perpetualribbons.com. She is going to be having a Facebook Live tomorrow evening, St. Patrick's Day evening, at 6 p.m. Mountain Time. So you'll have to look up what time Mountain Time is in comparison to your time. And if you go online on Facebook, and hopefully you have you're in her Facebook group and whatever, and you will get a notification that she is up and live. So don't forget that. I don't know. I went into the last one. I just don't know whether I'm going to be able to go in tomorrow night. If I can, I will. If I can't, please forgive me. You all and Bobby, I don't know whether I will be able to make it in there tomorrow night. I've got so much going on. I'm making a big trip on Friday. I've got a lot to do, you know, just things to get done around here before I leave and that kind of thing. So I don't know whether I'll be able to come support this one, Bobby, but no, I'll be there in spirit if I can't come in. Okay, before I get to my questions, I do want to haul something real quick. For those of you who are just with me within the last couple of years, actually, I made this wreath back in 2019, you guys. It's one of my all-time favorite wreaths that I've ever made. It turned out so pretty and so soft, and I usually have it hanging in my family room. But this year I'm going more with the blue, and last year too, I went more with the blue and white and just augmenting and adding to the blue and white and so on. But this year I've decided to make it my front door wreath for outside. So I am also going to have 2 wicker chairs sitting out there with black and white buffalo check seat covers on the chairs, or cushions, black and white buffalo check cushions on the chairs. And I have another white table out there. I may be doing, if I haven't already made one, I will be doing a bow topper probably next week sometime if I don't have one already to go with this. I need to look at a couple of bins down in the basement to see if I have a bow topper for that or not. But anyway, what I did is I purchased a couple of pillow covers for 2 like throw pillows that will sit in the wicker chairs, and these will sit on top of black and white buffalo check cushions. But look at these. I just think these are stunning, you guys. Whoops, the bird's upside down. I am famous for putting my birds upside down, you guys. There we go. We've got the bird right side up. Look how pretty, and look how it's going to match that wreath, you guys. It is really going to pair beautifully with that wreath and with the black signs on the wreath. And these are going to sit on top of black and white buffalo check cushions. I think these are going to be stunning. Just stunning, you guys. I absolutely, I'm getting the bird right, absolutely love them. So I got these off of Amazon. They're 18 inches by 18 inches. Pillow covers. I highly recommend that you, instead of going out and buying new pillows every time, and of course I do buy pillows sometimes. I did for Easter, as a matter of fact. But you know, to change ones that go outside or on my couch, I just change them out all the time. I am forever changing my pillow covers out from all over the place. You can get them for a song on Amazon, you guys. It is so much more cost effective just to replace. Yes, you might have to spend a little money if you want like the feather pillows that you can karate chop, which is what I did did invest in. I invested in the pillow forms. So because I like those pillows, I like the feel of those pillows better than I do just, you know, a foam pillow. But I highly encourage pillow covers, you guys. They're just so pretty. So pretty. So won't these be pretty on top of the black and white buffalo check cushions, and to pair with that wreath. And then if I do another bow topper that I'll put on a white lantern out there sitting on top of the white wicker table. I think it's going to be pretty out there. And I don't do a lot, you guys. I don't do a lot of decorating outside anymore. It just got to the point where all of my stuff was getting too ruined. All of my accent pieces and stuff, it was just too buggy. There are bees out there, like, what does Chris call them? Something mud wasps that get up and into things and burrow into things. And I just got tired of my stuff being ruined and it just getting too buggy. So I really don't do a whole lot. I have a couple of fake plants that'll sit back out there on either side of the door, and they've held out beautifully. I bought those last spring, and they held up beautifully up until fall or Christmas here, that when we put our, you know, our two kind of little Christmas trees out there. So they'll come back out, and yeah, I'm really looking forward to doing this. So maybe we'll do the front porch, you know, I'll get it going pretty quick here, or do a bow topper to go on a white lantern that I have downstairs. So to match the wreath, I think I still have some of the ribbon that's in the wreath. So I get my hair did tomorrow, so I thought I might be able to get a video in the can for tomorrow, since I'm going to be gone Friday, but I can't because I'm getting my hair done, and it takes hours, and it's like my appointment's like at 11 o'clock, so it's like, oh, forget it. Plus, I'm looking like I'm tired today. I don't know whether it's the lighting in here or what. I'm feeling like I look a hot mess, so pardon me. Gee whiz. All right, enough of that. Okay, now, I have this one question that I want to go over with you guys, and I hope I don't sound like a blithering idiot when I try to explain this, because really, you guys, I am not a mathematician in any way, shape, or form. But this is from Karen Carey, and she said, "Congratulations, Arlynn. Can't wait to see the magazine," she was talking about. "Perpetual ribbons are beautiful. Do you know how many yards of ribbon it takes for a 9-loop funky bow? The rolls of ribbon are sold in 10-yard increments. How many yards do I need to buy for one bow? Please don't think I'm being stupid or ignorant. I'm just getting old. I could make a nice 6-loop bow with 3 yards. So I guess I'm asking, how many rolls from Bobby do I need to buy to make a 9-loop funky bow?" Love you and your channel. Well, thank you so much, Karen. Thank you so much for saying that. You can, let's see if I can figure out how to say this. With 10 yards of ribbon, that equals 30 feet. That equals 30 feet of ribbon. I cut each of my strips at 22 inches each. I could get 16 22-inch strips out of one 10-yard roll of Bobby's ribbon, or of any ribbon, 10 yards. So now, if you cut that down 2 inches, of course, that's going to give you a couple of extra strips. Like if you cut that down to 20 inches, it's all relative, you guys. Really and truly, you need to figure these things out for yourself. I can give you a basic, you know, you just need to, you know, say, okay, I want this. Sorry. Okay, it was Verizon. Okay, I want this many strips at this length. And that's going to be so many inches, and so many inches equals how many feet, and how many feet equal how many yards, and so on like that. So potentially you could get 3 to 5 funky bows if you were using 2 other patterns and colors. So in other words, if you had three 10-yard rolls of ribbon, you could potentially get 3 to 5 funky bows out of those 3 10-yard, out of 30 yards. You could get, let's look at it this way. You could get 2 8-loop funky bows with the strips equaling 22 inches apiece out of one 10-yard roll of ribbon. It's all relative. You can make your loops smaller. You can make your tails shorter. You just need to add it all up for yourself. You know, you have 30 yards to work with, And depending on how long your strips are will determine how many feet and then yards you have, you'll need, you know. So, oh my goodness, I am terrible at explaining that. I hope that made sense. I hope that made sense. And that will help you, Karen. It is hard to wrap your brain around it, but you just have to write it down, get a 3x5 card out or an old piece of mail out and just scribble it down and see, you know, if you can figure it out that way. Get a calculator if you need. I had my walk-in calculator. Chris is my walk-in calculator. Yes, he just, oh, never mind. He's so good in math. So good in math. Okay, so that's the only question I had. And then I needed to remind you guys about Bobby's live. So let me go into my studio. I have gotten, since my announcement for Country Sampler, I've gotten 25 more subscribers. So I welcome you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you guys so much for subscribing. To those of you who may not have subscribed yet, but do watch, I would sure appreciate it if you go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I would love to have you in my little family here. We don't talk politics. We don't do anything negative here. We're always try to be very positive, very upbeat, and, you know, happy. And we do crafting and we do vignettes and decorating and cooking sometimes and all sorts of stuff here. I keep saying this week I've been saying, let's consider this channel, my channel, your safe haven. Grab a cup of coffee, grab a cup of tea, grab a cookie, sit down, spend a couple of days at the last couple of weeks, a week with me for an hour, you know, and let's have a good time just chitting and chatting, and let me do a little decorating for you, or let me make you a bow, or make you a bow topper or a wreath or whatever. I would love to have you in my YouTube family. Please do subscribe, then hit the like. And you've been noticing my likes and the dislikes aren't showing up. You've been noticing my likes for you guys who watch me regularly. I've been getting good many likes. Thank you guys so much. Good many views for me. Thank you guys so much. I love getting the views. I love getting the likes. I appreciate every single one of you so very much. So very much. Okay, let me go into my studio here, and don't forget to hit the notification bell. Forgot about that. Don't forget to hit the notification bell, and then a little drop down window will come down when you hit that, and hit all. That way you'll get all of my notifications. Yeah, okay. All right. I have one question, or I don't know how many, but I have one question here. This is Linda Parsons. She's been asking me a couple of questions this week, and I've been re-asking. I wasn't quite sure what she was asking me, so she clarified here. I was asking about the greenery you used in the lantern, which used to sit here on the dining room table before I did the garden box. I believe in this video on the dining table, it's sitting on a brown Lazy Susan, had white bear garland. Yes, white candle. Just wanted to know if the greenery is boxwood. No, the greenery is ivy. The greenery is just a pick of ivy that I got from, or picks of ivy that I got. As a matter of fact, I've got some right over here in the back. Okay. This is what it is. It's just tufts of ivy. And I got these from Hobby Lobby. So that's what it is. It's ivy. Yeah. And this is how much I used on the lantern. I had many tufts. So I had some up in the bow, and then I had some around the bottom, and it looked really springy. I think I'm going to use these for this box after Easter. I think we're going to do something with ivy after Easter. So I've already got stuff in my head, you know. So that was one thing she was asking about. And then she said, would I share the black paint on the ivy table color, please? Honestly, I can't do that. I don't know the color. I asked Chris that just recently. Somebody else asked me that question, Linda. And I do not know. He does not know. It has been almost a decade since he painted that table. We've been in this house 9 years now. And he doesn't have any checked in the basement in his shop. And he doesn't have any of it anymore. And he does not know. He does not remember what he used. So honestly, I'm very sorry. I can't tell you that. So sorry about that. Oh my goodness. Okay, now let me check, make sure. So there we go. Linda, I finally figured out what you were asking about. I'm sorry it took me like 3 questions to figure that out. So that, my friends, is it for today. And I'm going to act like today, again, is Friday's video because I am going to be going out of town to get my hair done tomorrow. And then Friday, I'm out of town. And then we're out of town, in and out on the weekend. I will try to come back on Monday. I may not make it. I'm hoping I do. I did say I would show you my sideboard, so I will take the camera down and show you that before we go into a montage of pictures of this and some Mischief with Maverick. How about that? All righty, you guys. Again, I'm going to act like this is my Friday video and say have a great weekend, even though today's only Wednesday, but have a great weekend. Until I see you again, I hope you're able to see those you love and who love you. Never forget to tell those you love them before saying goodbye to them or before hanging up the phone with them. You just never know what's going to happen. Let's also keep Ukraine in our prayers. Let's continue to pray for the Ukraine people. Oh my gracious, you guys. And for our journalist who was killed there just yesterday, 2 journalists, I believe, were killed from Fox News, I believe. So please, let's keep their families in our prayers and our thoughts. Anybody who needs prayers out there, please know that I'm always keeping you all in my prayers as a group. So I will go into my final words and say thank you all so much for stopping in here today. Again, it was kind of a hodgepodge, this and that kind of video. For those of you who might be struggling or suffering with a catastrophic illness or chronic pain, I hope that you have someone there with you, taking care of you, helping you get through each day, making the very, very best out of each day. I hope there's nothing weighing on your hearts or your minds, pulling your attention away from where you want it to be or from where it should be. I love you all to bits, to bits, to bits, hugs all around, and I keep you in my thoughts and my prayers every single day. And with all that said, I'll just say, until next time, y'all take good care. Bye-bye. Okie dokie, I'm back here for just a second, and there is the pretty in pink hutch that I just finished. So super happy with that. Really, really happy with how that looks. And as you can see, it sits kind of off by itself. And that's why I go ahead and do that one in pink. You know, I dedicate the whole blue and white decor to my mom, but I really do dedicate this because of the Madame Alexander doll to my mom's memory. I think she would love this hutch. I think she and my grandmother Mooney, I always called both my grandmothers Mooney, would really like that I took the dishes out and started putting decor in it. I think they would really like that. So I'm really happy with how that worked out. And then I'm about done this room. I do have that corner to do, and I do have I just put some bunnies down there. You know, they're just kind of sitting there. The hutch is done, and of course my box is done. And then I did want to show you the sideboard. I didn't do a lot to this, but I was out here one evening, and I just did do a few things to it. As I showed you the other day, I did move this egg runner out here. Miss Marlene from Buffalo Chicks gave me this last year at this time after Easter. And so I was finally able to use it now. I love it. It's so pretty. Gives me a great base for my blue and white decor. That is, that lamp was, again, the same grandmother's that gave me the hutches, or the hutch and the secretary and the little coffee table out there. That lamp was always on her secretary and at times on her sideboard. And then my mom had it at her house for years and years and years on her sideboard. And then my dad had actually taken that lamp into my mom's nursing home room. And it sat in there with her until she passed away. And then when she passed away, I brought it down here. And it's been with me ever since. So that lamp is very special, very old. That is the original shade. It is the original everything with that lamp. It is a pewter lamp. It's beautiful. And more than it's beautiful, it's very special. There is my mom there and me back in 2006. She was ill there, but she could still put on a pretty smile, huh? And then there's Chris and myself and me and Maverick, or us with Maverick, not just me. Look, sorry, it's so glary in here. It's hard to see. Sorry, both of us. Last Christmas with Maverick. And then there's my mom and dad. That's one of their church pictures. And my dad with Maverick in the same Christmas. So as you can see here, I didn't do a ton. I did put those 3 little gold bunnies that I got from Amazon sitting there in a trio. And then over here, Luz gave me this beautiful egg last year, and I had it in my hutch, but I wanted to sit it out so it would be more prominent in the decor this year. It's absolutely beautiful, Luz. Thank you so much. And then just this little bunny with a blue and white bow around her neck, and a couple of more little bunnies sitting there looking like they are wanting a little bit of food. And then here is, you know, one thing we did with all of my blue and white dishes, and then the white dishes that my beautiful friend Dee gave me. We made a trio of plates here, and we did the same thing up on top of the hutch up there. As you can see, we took a blue charger and took Gorilla Glue, which is just a strong super glue, but we glued the white plate on, which is a milk glass plate. She gave me 12 of them. And then we glued the blue and white colonial plate on top of it. And that makes a really pretty trio there. And then I have a milk glass vase behind with ivy leaves and just magnolias in there. So I love how it turned out. It blends in beautifully in this room. And like I said, the only thing I have left in here is pretty much that corner, which I'm just going to be adding some bunnies to that shelf. Nothing real special. So, but it's coming together, you guys. It's starting to come together here. So coming down here, I wanted to show you too. There's that blanket that I thought looked a little bit southwesty looking, but I ended up putting it in here on this wooden chair that I got from Dottie's Den, of all places, here off of Lafayette Boulevard. And then I just took that old little rustic bunny that I had and tied a little blue bow around his neck, sat him on the pillow. And he's just sitting there looking all happy and comfortable. And then I got that vase at Hobby Lobby for really cheap. It was in there 90% off, and I have a blue eucalyptus in there. So that's it, you guys. All right, I'll let you guys go. And again, I will see you next Monday. Love you guys to bits, to bits, to bits. And I will miss you. You know, I miss you guys when I don't come on. So I will miss you for the next few days here. Y'all take good care. Have a great weekend. Love y'all again. Bye-bye.
K for key, Maverick. Good job, Maverick. You're so smart. Good job. Give me a high five. Come give me a high five. Good job. Thank you.